welcome to Epicase Hobbies. So today we are going to review this case. This is not any regular case, this is my watch storage system called Epicase. So this is like a pelican style, very protective watch case, and it can store up to 60 watches. So let us open it and see how it looks. So it has this unique opening mechanism, and you can see that all 30 watches are there, and this is just the first row. So there are two rows here. So if you open it, you can see that the watches are arranged this way, close to each other but not touching each other, and it is a very compact design so that I can include 30 watches in one row, and then I have the second row here, and there is also this cushioning in between so that the watches are protected, and for the top row there is this cushioning which protects the watch. So I will talk about, I will show you in detail how this watch case is looking, and also talk about the various aspects. I have visited their factory, the Epicase Factory, and have designed this case especially for my requirement, which is to include maximum watches, right? And Epicase has also agreed to give 20% discount to my subscribers, so I will share all the details in the description, so you can check that out. And with no further ado, let's get into the details. So as you can see, this is the box, and like I said, this is the first row, and here you can see that there is cushioning here on the top, wherein the watches will be protected, and nothing will happen to it. And this is the first row, so I remove this tray, and you can see that there is more foam inside, and here you can see the second row wherein we have again 30 watches. So here it is designed this way, like these watches are kept like this and these are kept like this because there are two wheels on either side, because this is a trolley which I can carry it around, because when it comes to 60 watches it is going to weigh a lot. So that's the reason why I have like kept this foam to protect this layer, and then on top of this I have this layer which will again then close. As you can see, it closes, and that's about it. So this locks up like this. So talking about this case, this is very good quality and hard, like a pelican case. It's called, the branding is called, you can see Epicase branding here, and this is dust resistant, water resistant, impact proof. It has a pressure gauge here, and there is a locking, you can also use locks on both sides if you want, like you have precious or luxury watches inside, then you can even use it as your hand baggage. So I'll just show you. So as you can see that this is a trolley where you can easily carry it around without any issues, and the wheels and this is of good quality, like very tough looking as well. So yeah, this is it about the bag. And so let us see in how I have ordered this, and what is the process that I went through to get this into this form. So let's go ahead and check that out.
So as you can see, I'm checking out two different types of foams in the factory. So the one which is below is the XLP, which I have used as a base. It is kind of hard and it is of good quality, but also expensive. This is mainly used to have a rigid body to hold all these watches together. And then this is another softer version of foam which I have kept in between. And the cushions I have used the one on the right, which is usually used for packing, and it is cheaper in comparison to the other two. So now in the factory, I'm checking out the waterproof boxes. There are various sizes available, and also they come with trolley, and this particular one was the one that is suggested, which is 5120, and it has a locking system and it is completely waterproof. Mahesh from Epicase is showing me the waterproofing that is done. As you know, this is the one that I finally went with, but I'll also show you other options that are available. So there is also a non-waterproof case available, which is of a little bit inferior quality, but if you are looking for a cheaper option, then definitely this is something that you can consider, wherein this is a plastic case. Finally, there was also a waterproof option with all the features of the one that I chose without the trolley. This case could also hold more watches than mine, but the only issue is when it comes to 60 or 50 or plus watches, then the weight of the case will make it tougher to carry it around. So I went for the other option. So this was the design that was shared at first. On the left you can see the waterproof case with trolley, and on the right you can see the waterproof case without trolley. So the waterproof one with trolley could accommodate 56, and the one on the right can accommodate up to 64 watches. And this is the design for the non-waterproof version, which can hold up to 60 watches. So there is a special price offer for my subscribers who are going to give my reference and are contacting the seller directly. For me, 56 watches was not enough. I wanted more, and hence they accommodated more watches and made it 60 watches for the waterproof case with trolley. Finally, I would like to give my honest feedback about this case and how practical this is and things like that, and many doubts that my fellow watch collectors are having regarding this case. So the first and foremost thing is whether it can fit in big watches. So yes, it can fit big watches. For example, this one here is including the crown, it is 65 mm. So this is a huge watch. As you can see, okay, this is the cushion that in like that I have cut especially for all these slots, and so this is a 60 mm watch when you consider this, and otherwise a 50 more than 50 mm this watch. And I keep it on one side because I don't want the crown to touch others, but it does fit, and it just doesn't touch the other watch nearby, which is again huge one. So I have kept two big watches side by side for this, and this is another 48 mm watch, so this also goes in without any issues. But the problem comes in wherein I have to use like the watches like G-Shock, where lug to lug is a lot. So I will show you in the next row what happens. So in this rack, this G-Shock is quite tight. The main reason is because this is has a huge lug to lug width. So the people who are having Mudmasters and all should consider, going for broader, like more wider width than what I have here. So this is one issue. It does fit, but it is quite tight, and of course it projects more than the other watches. Also this gear and this also projects a little bit. Otherwise it is fine, mainly because I have this soft foam, so it's okay. I am not sure how long this will last, but as of now it doesn't make much of a difference if a watch projects a little bit outside as well. And yeah, otherwise I would say the fitting for straps like bund strap, again you can see that there is a small mark it actually changes according to the watch you put in the shape of this foam, which is okay. I mean, as long as I'm going to put it in the same place, it is not going to matter. But if you keep on switching watches wherein then this does create a sort of a change in the shape of the slot a little bit, which is something that is okay. But another advantage with this is like these kind of precise measurement is that each of these watches are put, they don't move around at all, which is something good when you're traveling, that these watches don't move around. So what I had the issue with my previous watch box, which was the glass leather watch box, is that I have to keep some cloth on top of it when I'm traveling. Otherwise, the watches will come out, or hit the glass, and it will create scratches and things like that. So I don't have to worry about that, especially because there is already this cushioning here. And so plus these watches are put, they don't move out. And you can see another big watch, which is an Invicta, which is also 47 and there is also a 48 Invicta. So, yeah, here this is also a huge watch. So this is again has staying without any issues. So the slot measurements were given to me by Karan. I would like to thank him for the measurements, Karan Madan of Watch Enthusiast India. So he had given me the measurement, which is the length is 57 and the width is 38 and the depth is 55 So this is something wherein most of the watches will fit well. And if you are looking forward to include have a watch case which has maximum number of watches, then yes, this works. But if you're having too many G-Shocks or watches where maybe like huge Invictas with luck to luck is too much, then this might be a problem for you. So you can maybe increase the length a little bit, and width is fine in my opinion, but you can also increase the width a little bit. Depth, I don't think would need much of a change unless you are having a huge wrist or the bracelet is really thick or something. Otherwise, I don't think there is going to be an issue with the depth, but you can definitely increase the length a little, and the breadth as well a little. So I hope you guys like my video. If you do, please like, share, subscribe, and comment your feedback. Thank you. Bye.